What are you looking for in a guy? Oh, I know. Oh, that's a groaning question. I didn't mean to make you groan, but all right. Raise your hand. What kind of qualities are you looking for in a man? What's that? He lifts you up. A man that lifts you up. I like that. A man who leads me closer to Jesus. Wow, that's good. Someone who's strong. Strong like bull. Passionate. In what way, my dear? Do explain. Passionate about something. Okay, good. Yeah. Way in the back. Whoa, I like it. That's a long sentence. You heard that? Someone who, if they don't understand me right away, they just have, I guess, patience, and kind of journey with me. Oh, that's nice. Yes, in the blue. Yeah. Tall, dark, and handsome, but will lead me to heaven. I like it. I like it. The ability to make a dinner other than just grilling burgers, boiling water, and making grilled cheese. Way in the back. Say it again. Move your hand from your mouth so I can read your lips. That's a great one. Someone who's quiet so they can listen to me talk all the time. That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah. I'm sorry? Respectful is nice too, yeah. What about anybody like musicians? Okay. Anybody like athletes? Athletes? You're like, oh, wow, okay, boy, okay. All right, okay. That's cool. Yeah. What's that? Tough? Love. Oh, thank you, dear. Someone who is loving. All right, let's put him down. Now, thank you. We hit love, so it's all good. That's an interesting variety of answers, and I wonder if we can pull them all together. That would be an interesting adventure on my part. So I have been blessed to journey with a lot of young ladies your age and in college, and a lot of young men. And, I think to sum up just what I've experienced in one-on-ones and in moments like this, it does seem to me like in general, women want strength in a man. They want someone who's strong in one way or another. Maybe it's bench pressing 300 pounds or wrestling or tackling someone, right? You should see Josh bench press. It's incredible. So my general theory I'm working on, and you can help me with this. I've been putting it together. I think men want beauty like women want strength. Think about this. All right, maybe you have brothers. Maybe you can get in their heads. I don't know. But I'm going to unpack that a little bit. It's a theory. It's not written in stone. But, God did make men and women different, right? So it's interesting. Even you go back to Adam and Eve, Eve needed Adam's strength, and Adam was complete through Eve's beauty, right? But what happens is you have to define those things well. What is real strength? What is true beauty? Some of you might be in a relationship with a young man now, and maybe he's misusing his strength. Is he going to use his strength to protect you or to harm you? And even in the future, keep it in mind. If you're getting in a lot of arguments and he just keeps hurting you, end it. Like, cut it off, right? I mean, how long can you live in Hawkins before you leave? By season 4 of Stranger Things? Get out of there. Who is still living in Hawkins by season 4? Get out of there. There's monsters. You're gonna die. Leave Hawkins. How many arguments do you have to get in? How often do you have to be hurt before you say, this guy's not helping me? He's not using his strength to protect me, but actually to harm me. Okay, now women, right? I've talked to men, right? I get that theory about them wanting beauty. I'll make them raise their hands. You know, they're a lot more shallow than you guys, so. So, you know, you get, if they're honest, you know, I ask what a guy is looking for in a girl, and usually it starts with the physical, you know. They'll go with, like, how tall, you know, and body shape and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, please, gentlemen. But they want beauty, but when they're boys, that's what they think beauty is all about, okay? You want a man, not a boy. Thank you. Yeah, it's tough to get there. They're all boys now, but you know we're looking for some potential. Right? Let's look for some potential. You know, take for example again. Well, let's use like Instagram, TikTok, right? A lot of young ladies are tricked into thinking their identity is in their physical beauty. So you look on anything, you know, TikTok, Instagram, right? You will find ladies showing their bodies in very revealing ways and getting what? Millions of likes, okay? That's 1 million boys that are liking that. No men, okay? And remember this, as you know by now, right? Likes are not love. You know that. Thank you. You can have 1 million likes and 0 love in your life, right? You can have 1 million boys saying, wow, she has an incredible body, and have no love in your life. So please be careful. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Put your bar high, okay? Don't give in to what some boy is going to tell you need to be, because it'll only hurt you in the long run. Now, there are good men out there, and the boys are transitioning into manhood, and eventually, many of them will see what true beauty is. True beauty, think about it for a moment. A truly beautiful woman is nurturing, you know? Again, God made the woman's body to actually bring new life into the world. Women are made to nurture and care and be compassionate. And the most beautiful women I know, and maybe you know, are ones who are good at that, right? Good moms who are tender and would die for their children, right? That's a beautiful woman. You know, a woman who can care for you and is compassionate. And if any of you ever watch a video of St. Mother Teresa, right? St. Mother Teresa was this little, 4-foot, hunched over, wrinkled, gorgeous woman. You know, like, you watch a video of her, you'll see her picking up people from the streets, tending their wounds, giving them a bed, helping them die with dignity, and it will come out of your mouth. You will say, wow, she's beautiful. She's revealing what true beauty is. That's the beauty of God, right? The beauty of God shining through a woman is amazing. The strength of God shining through a man is fantastic. But we have to define those things well. What is true beauty? What is true strength? And again, I chose this Mass in honor of St. Joseph because he's an incredible role model of a strong man. Think of him. Even the passages I just read to you. We get Christmas cards around Advent and Christmas, and you always see Joseph. He's got the donkey by the reins, and Mary's pregnant on the donkey, and he's leading her to Bethlehem, right? That's the model of a truly strong man right there. Okay? That's strength. Not about tackling someone on the football field. That's good too, okay? But this guy is denying himself and leading his bride and baby to shelter. And I'm sure when he knocked on the door of the inn and they said no, I'm sure he wanted to pop the guy at the door. But that's not what his call was. That's not strength. It wasn't about knocking down the innkeeper, right, and taking over his house like an allegedly strong man might do. No, he trusted in God. He's like, God will provide. And they kept going on to the stable. And then it all seemed right. This is where the Son of God needs to be born, in a stable. Joseph was strong because he trusted God. And he also denied himself, right? St. Joseph is known as the chaste one. We call him the most chaste spouse of the Virgin. And I tell you, ladies, that is the toughest battle for everyone, but especially young men. They're going to think that love is having sex with you or taking your body so that it can give them pleasure. Joseph shows us the truly strong man fights not only battles outside, but battles within. The enemy is within in all of us, and needs to be tamed and needs to be fought. If you get a man who can love you in a chaste way and not take advantage of your body and not force you into something that's meant for your husband, that's a guy that's worth holding on to. That's strength. That's divine strength shining through a man. That will come in your life, ladies, if it's your call to marriage. But in the meantime, let's not rush it. Sometimes we're maybe attracted to the bad boy, right? I was giving a similar talk to a group of inner city young ladies, and I said to any of you dating a bad boy? And girl raised her hand. Yeah, I am, Father. I'm dating a bad boy. I'm like, are you gonna marry him? She said, no. I'm gonna marry someone good, but right now my bad boy is fine, she said. And that's just another version of this same thing, that women are attracted to strength, but a misdefinition of strength, right? A strong guy is not the guy who can skip school and get in fights and carry a gun, right? A bad boy, right? Like, that's not a strong man. Strong man is a Joseph type who's willing to give you the donkey and walk.
You're a strong man, Father.
Oh, thank you, dear. Only by the grace of God. Thank you. Well, Josh is a strong man. Woo! All right, so I guess we'll leave it at that. Can't top that. Again, as you are maybe called to wait a little bit, just remember that your goal right now is to learn more and more how to reflect the beauty of God. That's your goal right now. You're doing it this week. You've drawn closer to Jesus Christ. You're giving him your heart first. That'll so benefit the man you date later, the kids you bring into this world later. You give your heart to Jesus these days, and don't be in a rush. And maybe you have to say no to the first cute bad boy that comes along. You're a little in your hut. He's cute, but you might have to say no. But in the meantime, remember, you're reflecting the beauty of God more and more and more. Be tender, compassionate, loving, and show the world the beauty of God. God give you peace.